Hello YouTube, and welcome to my... What? What if... Oh, I ran into the wooden post. And welcome to my silly survival world. I have left a huge selection area here. Whoops-a-daisy, let's get that out of here, although that is mildly related to my plans today. As for our plans, I suppose I will share them post-haste. I went silent there for a second because I got distracted by a Discord notification. Okay, over here, our lovely commenter, Harley, has said we should put a tree here. And I quite agree, as I have a very interesting plan for it. Now, how we put it down is going to be half the battle, I do believe, but I think we will place it somewhere right in these blocks. So I'm going to stand right here, we're going to free cam, and now if I go to load schematics here, just a little ago, I made big I'm such a consistent person. I wrote big birch, and this time I wrote big spruce. Nothing's changed about me, nothing at all. Let's go to render layers. We're going to say render all. And now I think that might have placed where I wanted it first try. Yeah, actually, I would say so. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see how many materials we actually need for this bad boy. Go over to material list, info HUD down there in the bottom right of the screen. It might be a little too small for you to see, but I don't like it taking up a whole bunch of the screen. Let's go ahead and gather all that. We can start with the dark oak. I think that will be quick and easy to knock out. Spruce wood, spruce leaves. Really, this whole build is just a knockout. And then we can get into what I have done with the wheat farm, which I did work off camera a little bit with. And maybe, just maybe, we can finally start doing some of the storage. Oh, we need storage. Tomorrow is going to be episode 42. So tomorrow will actually mark 6 weeks of our silly survival world. Ooh, okay, 7 of these is going to take a little bit more to build. Anyways, I want to have the Kekari at a good point here when we do reach that episode, because I want to do a little bit more of a world tour for it than I did for the last one. Alright, just like that, I have an entire another spruce tree, or not another spruce tree, but another custom tree. That over there was the last big custom tree we built. I would consider this pretty big. I might, I want to do some more tree related things in the foreseeable future. Okay, now we can take this one layer at a time. I will move it down really quickly. Oh, okay, no, I've placed this actually perfectly first try. Nice. So we are going to ignore the brown terracotta. We're just going to place the logs directly over that. And we can do that. And I suppose we can just time-lapse this. It'll only take me a minute or two. Alright, now let's go ahead and hop down into the building here, and when we awake, I don't have my bed placed over there. Where do I have my bed placed? I have it all the way back here. Alright, we're going to take our bed, we're going to move it back, because I love having it over here. I think this little area is very cute. And now, with daytime, we can actually step back. I could free cam, but I just want to get the authentic experience here. Let's hop over on the railway and just see how this looks from a little bit of a distance. There it is. You know what? You know what? That's like actually a good spruce tree. That actually looks good. Hold on, how similar is that to... No, it's not that similar to, like, Terralith. It is a different style of build. I think that looks actually great. That's really great. Now, there's one more thing I'd like to add to this, but before we get to that, I do just want to show over here, you caught a bit of a glimpse of it. I finally actually fixed up the wheat farm down here. So all of these guys are fully working. I had a couple of design changes I had to make. I had to put in these walls, as I mentioned last time, which stops them from passing all the stuff around. And I also needed to update the composters here, because what kept happening is this guy wouldn't have a job, and he would walk up to this corner and get stuck. From here, he could not get close enough to the composter to call it his job, but if they just walked over here, they can. And it's the dumbest thing, but I had to put slabs in, and I did this for all 5 of our workers, so that way they cannot get stuck on the corner here. Their pathfinding tells them that is not a valid route. Whew. Now, with that updated, I can show you down here, this has been running. If I turn the lever off, the hopper should come in any second. Let's get a quick look at that. Whoa, there we go. And we have just a little bit of wheat. This farm has been doing its job, and I think that is wonderful. I'm very happy to see that we are making some sweet, sweet profits off of these here working class men. Now, what we need at this point, we've got the sugarcane, we've got the eggs, we've got the milk, we've got more sugarcane, we have the working class properly exploited for all the wheat they are worth. Now, we just need to pool all of these elements together to make the perfect storage area right here, where we will be fully equipped to make all the world's cake. Okay, before we get to making really cute and silly designs that I am so excited to show you all because it looks really cool in my head and it might not look nearly as cool when I build it and then you're all going to make fun of me, let's first actually start getting some of the storage in. So we are going to need one for eggs, and I think that'll just be this one just for sheer proximity. Wheat, which is already coming out the center, so I think this one, and then we bring sugarcane here. Now, one of the biggest problems that we currently have is that all of our stuff is very separated, and we need to get all the items up above so that it can actually enter this chest. And to do that, we're going to need to set up a couple of item elevators. They'll spit the items up, and then they can be carried over here. Now, I'm not too worried about the number of hoppers we use, so I'm not going to be doing any water trails or anything, especially since they make noise, and we really don't want that around the commercial district, do we? Right, we are going to head home real quick. That's really cute. I actually think that tree's really cute. It's like a hat for the house. Ah, of course. I keep all my redstone stored in the cake place. Oh, I'm going to need to sort my inventory, or sort out all my chests eventually. Hopefully soon. Probably. No, not hopefully. I don't want to do that. These are kind of useful. Thanks, Cube. Alright, repeaters. We are going to need 8 of these by my very quick calculations that could have not considered something I've forgotten. Who knows? I do think, though, that we still need to take a very, very quick nether trip. I do have my toolbox on me. Doesn't matter, I have my fortune pick in my inventory for no reason. We are going to need... I'm actually going to gather 2 things while I'm here. I think we can do a touch of multitasking. I'm going to grab a bunch of smooth quartz, and I'm going to grab some very unsmooth quartz, some very bumpy quartz. Okay, yep, quartz is rather quick to gather. We only needed 4 total. Smooth quartz, on the other hand, now that... Well, we are fortunate that we have incendium now, aren't we? So we should have a very easy time. Okay, that doesn't break quite as fast as I would have hoped. I will not time-lapse this for you, considering that the noise is quite frankly horrible, and I don't think you want to hear it any longer than you need to. Now, I'm thinking plans are certainly not set in stone just yet, but we might want a little bit more quartz, and I guess it is a good opportunity to get this pickaxe repaired a little bit because I put it through a lot of abuse. Alright, well, we definitely have enough to at least test things out later, but I will stay on track. We, at the very least, need to get the storage sorting today, especially since we have had issues with items flooding, eggs, lots and lots of chickens, too many chickens, so hopefully we can take care of that issue. Alright, so we are going to need... Oh, man, we don't got enough redstone torches made. We don't need a ton of redstone, hopefully. I hope I did just make way too many torches, but I think we might... Oh, we don't even need torches today. We don't even need torches today. That's fine. That's fine. So, we need droppers. We need droppers. Hold on. Okay, we got droppers, composters, repeaters. I believe that is everything we're going to need. Now, I would like to keep things pretty clean and sorted. I'm not entirely certain how we're going to handle this, but let's probably at least dig ourselves out a pretty nice area to work with. We are going to be making a quite small machine, very compact. Okay, well, we have an annoying gravel pile here, but we should have enough space to get in a dropper facing up on the level of the hoppers here. Now, this dropper is going to need to have a comparator facing into it. This comparator will have redstone facing out of it. Now, this redstone will hit a repeater, which will strengthen the signal, so even if there's only one item in here, it should not reach the comparator? Huh? Oh, I put the comparator the wrong way. Hold on. Okay, good thing we test, good thing we test. Now, even if there's only one item, it will light up this repeater. This repeater will have a signal coming out of it, and this here signal will power the dropper. So an item is in dropper, repeater powers that. Now, we have a second repeater, which faces into the comparator, and as I understand it, that would essentially lock the comparator, stop it from having an output, and thus, this will turn off, this will turn off, but then, after it turns off, this turns back on, and it repeats the signal until all the items get spat out. That is absolutely correct. Okay, we have built this correctly. Now, this is rather fun. I do believe if we take and just fill all this with cobblestone, and we place our cobblestone into this, the items poop out on top. That is the exact behavior that will create our item elevators. Now, we need all of our items to be, I guess, at least one block above this would be awesome. So I'm going to say that. One block above here. Alright, so we have 2 extra blocks. We will fill this in eventually. Now, for this design to work, I believe we are going to need water, since I don't think we can use a hopper in this situation, at least not right away. Now, I guess I will go ahead, break this open, so we have a spot to drop down. We can fill in this 3x3, and fill this in. So we're going to have items going like so. I will dig out a quick tunnel. This is the tunnel that our eventual hoppers will take. But we need water to pick up the item when it comes out. And I want it to only flow to here, because once it's out here, we are safe to take a hopper, place it in like that, and any items that are down in the bottom there should get dispensed all the way into that hopper. But we will, of course, give that a test, since who knows, right? I don't want to commit too much before we really see the results in action. Okay. All looks great, actually. Okay, let me think real quick. Yes, we decided that the rightmost chests were going to be our sugarcane. And oh no, I've poured that. Oh, please don't tell me that broke the rails. Please don't tell me that broke the rails. Okay. Wait, are rails immune to water? I didn't know that. Well, that could be used for a very, very minor improvement to the design of our wheat farm. Very minor, not actually an improvement. So minor, so tiny. But now, if we take and connect these hoppers all the way along, it's not the most efficient thing in the world, but I think it is plenty enough to keep up with the output rates that we currently have. So if I break my way all the way back down here, we can walk around, ignore the broken textures there. Now, to finish this off, we just gotta connect hoppers from our current sugarcane farm to that. And all the sugarcane should start to flow into the chests on the side. So, yes, we hear that running. Let's free cam up. My B. Yeah, my B. One more design fix. One more. We are going to need cobblestone here, build a wall so it can't fly over, break that one block. And now all the items get caught. It's a smidge noisy. Here, actually, I think that does make it quieter. Not quiet, but, quieter. Now, actually, can we take wool and silence that? I know wool does silencing for skulk, but I don't know how strong of an effect it actually has on what the player hears. Okay, back in our silly moss hut, back into the cake bunker. Let us see. So, you are still making noise, still real loud. Oh. I don't know if that's a result of my mods or a result of the game, how it's programmed, but I mean, hey, if it works for me, then I guess that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Oh, you can barely hear that. All right, that's actually perfect. We are definitely going to build some little wool walls like this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you're here. Oh, that's silent. That's silent. Wow. That's an incredible effect. All right. Now, I guess we should check and make sure. Okay, well, that's my B. Would you look at that? Okay, we are full on getting sugarcane sent all the way down the system into the chests here. Now, we need to set the same thing up on the other side. We need to set that up for the chickens, and we need to do a little more setup than that for the wheat farm, but still not a ton. Okay, well, Cube has quite unhelpfully created a sugarcane chest here. That is something I will have to get rid of, and my inventory's full. Whatever, man. We are going to set up a second entirely equivalent thing, and I guess I will just start off with the wool this time around since we know what's up. Now the wool will appear directly on this block here. Alright, a 3x3 wall. We put one dropper here in line with the thing there. Okay, I think we got this design locked down. Watch this. I'm about to hit this. I don't have to look at any reference whatsoever. I know what's up. You get a composter. You face away when you put it down. Redstone comes out of it. Repeater extends the signal. Redstone comes around. Repeater goes back in to lock it. Boom. System complete. Absolutely beautiful. Man, this is such a cool circuit. I really like that. I like it a lot. Now, all we need to... Whoops, I didn't mean to put that in there. I need to put that on top. And I just realized I put my wall too far. Ooh, wait. Oh, that's a problem. Right. Hold on. We should not immediately make this one because we have a couple of others and space is going to become a constraint. I think these will have to loop further out as we go. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, because I have a really cute plan for this. I don't think we're going to extend this part of the storage, but like I've mentioned before, I do want pumpkin farms probably here and here. We will get to all of this in due time, That is not the focus of today. I think the next farm that we should address is probably this one down here. It has a long ways up to travel, and I don't think I want it to go very far out. Oh boy, it's already got a ton of items. This is going to be a inventory management nightmare. I'm thinking we aren't going to break all the blocks out like we have previously. Let's say that right directly here is where we build the item elevator, right? So we got the wall right here. Oh, this is gonna take some thinking. What we're going to do, the hopper will feed in from the side. And so this hopper, well, okay. No, it's already facing this way. Let's make it just feed in from this direction. So we need a couple more hoppers. I was worried about needing more hoppers. Okay, I've got a whole bunch of chests. Hopefully that will translate to a whole bunch of hoppers. Yes. Now, we can get back to work down here, where we are going to set a hopper here. I won't break this, not yet. Let's go ahead and work on the design of this, which once again, I put a bunch of my items up, didn't I? Inventory management, huh? All right. So this will shoot up from here. I will get the circuit set up very quickly. So let's once again do this. It is comparator. All right, I have set up that full mechanism there. Now we just need to plan very well where it pops up. So we will need it to pop up all the way up here. That shouldn't be in there. Now, have I planned this well enough? Yes, I think so. Just barely, I have left us enough space to fit this. Now, we are going to need a hopper connected into the back, and once again, we're going to have water bucket here. The item will have to slam into this. Uh-oh, that will block the chest. That's okay, that's okay. We can go ahead and get a staircase to allow the chest to open still. It shouldn't mess with our decoration plans, which I think are going to be so cool. You all will see what I'm talking about. And I should go ahead and just set up the hoppers feeding on down. So new items should end up in the lowest chest. It can be a little inconsistent, but I don't really care all too much, especially since with the egg chest in particular, I think these are going to fill up very quickly. Speaking of the egg chest, that is actually going to be the next one we do. But first, we need to see if we have made any very big mistakes here. That shouldn't go into there just yet because I haven't set up a water bucket for it. Now, in my infinite planning wisdom, I have left us with absolutely no remaining water, so we are going to have to go down here and grab some. I would actually like to see as well... Oh, yeah, I believe all of that sugarcane has successfully transferred, so this is decently fast for sure. Definitely faster than the output of the farms themselves. Now, before I forget, I need to make an infinite water source. I keep getting rid of them if I do have them, and I never have them nearby, and it's so annoying. It's so easy to fix as well. It is not that big a deal. Now, let us, very quickly, we are going to block that? No. Yes, that's a-okay. Now we need water flowing here, block it before it becomes a problem, and that should end up down the bottom chest. Of course, these are very inconsistent, but it's a-okay. Because now, what we can do, I'm going to sort my inventory, let's grab all the wheat, and whatever. We're just gonna go ahead, bite the bullet, and place as much of this into here as I can. Now, one hopper will connect everything together, and that will begin to transfer all of those items up into these chests. Correct? Correct? It better be. Yes, it is! Alright, and I I was saying I think it'd be inconsistent, but I genuinely don't believe that'll be the case, because I think it happens when too many items stack up at once, which will never happen with our current design. Okay, well no, it'll definitely happen with the sugarcane, but that's because we need a second one feeding in. In the meantime, we gotta address the eggs situation. And I think actually we'll probably do this sugarcane first, because eggs will probably need to be drawn further out. I think it's very easy to spin them around. Oh man, this is going to get a little weird, but I guess these item hoppers can actually be put, or item elevators can be put very close to one another, so... Well, I'm not certain on that. Don't quote me, don't quote me. Wait a second. Wait a sec. Okay. Hear me out here. This would cost more hoppers to do, but we don't need a second elevator. We can just take these hoppers, have a line of hoppers, and connect them over to the first line of hoppers. I mean, is it perfect? No. But it also solves the sorting problem I just mentioned. Okay, I think that's the smart solution here. It won't be pretty, but we will hopefully never see any of this circuitry again, as it will work perfectly until the end of time. Actually, it has just registered to me that if these chests fill up, the items will stack up on top of the elevators to create lag. That's concerning. I'm sure it won't be a problem in the future. I can't see that happening. Oh, wait. Oh no. This has to be solid blocks, no? Ah, crap. We're going to run into the elevator. Okay, hold on. I have to dig a tunnel around the elevator here as to not disturb the items coming from the wheat farm. And after we successfully circle the wheat farm, the hoppers will continue down the road until it reaches this hopper over here. I should have a ton of torches. I need to be lighting this up. You guys can't see what I'm talking about. But opening this up, we will have this exposed. So I'm thinking we open that, and now, hopper time. And shockingly, we've run out of hoppers before we reach the end. So I will have to make more. Just more and more hoppers for this project. Man, okay, and that was a lot of iron blocks. Well, okay, not that many. Not that many, to be fair. Now, ooh, wait. Oh no, have I... Don't tell me I'm not good at planning. Oh no! Oh, hold on. No, it's okay. Oh, is it okay? Yes, it is. This is going to be so janky. Our hoppers are going to come down and, like, cross underneath this far enough so that they can't slurp any of these items. So this is where our eggs will go. Okay, perfect. Perfect solution. Modern problems require modern solutions. Now these hoppers will run right alongside these ones, come all the way back, all the way around. You can't take anything, so we're one short. We're one short. That's okay. We can grab it right off up. Huh? Okay, there it is. We can grab it right off of there, hook it up, and now this sugarcane should also be running to the same item dropper that is handling the other sugarcane side. Now, I am going to have to go up and chop even more trees because I really did not predict how many chests this would require, and then we are going to have to extend this out to a point that we can make an elevator. I guess probably right here we could make one, right? Ooh, boy. Oh boy, this is going to be a mess. I have been running around the maintenance holes here, and I think I've trapped myself. I've not left a way out of the maintenance halls. I don't know how to get out of here. I don't want to break any of this. Wait, maybe we can dig up. Yes! Yes! A hole! A hole to freedom. Okay, but everything is working. That, notably, functional. I just... Dude. Oh, they dug a hole to go to a mossy cobbles, or to go to a spawner down here, and I have fallen all the way down into it. I feel like I could have clutched a whole lot sooner than that, but whatever, man. Whatever. A couple more chests a couple more logs means a couple more chests, which means a couple more hoppers. Hopefully, as many hoppers as we're going to need for the rest of this project, but let's be real, probably not. Actually, I don't really want all these seeds. It's kind of unavoidable unless I add an item sorter, and I think this hellscape has gone far enough. Actually, you know what, thinking about it, it might not be that hard to implement. It would be pretty easy to implement. We can do that, maybe, if we figure... Wait, no, crap. Wait, I can't break these blocks, because that's going to break that elevator. Okay, these blocks should be free reign to break. There. So now, we can work on setting this elevator up, and I'm thinking the dropper will be placed right here. We're going to need, of course, enough space to get 2 blocks out. Now getting everything in our hotbar. Let's remember all the steps. We got composter, repeater. No. Composter, that's a comparator. Okay, redstone around the sides. That's the circuit complete. Now, if we hook hoppers into that, it will immediately start spitting items. I want the wool wall that has become traditional to be in my inventory, ideally. Okay, back out of the maintenance hellscape. Where have I put the wool here? Let's take that wool back in. So this is going to be wool wall. That will block the noise from the bunker itself. Now, cobblestone, like so, and ideally, we don't have any air pockets where the items escape and we never see them again. And this is a functional item elevator. Now, I need to determine the height and get them hooked up, I guess, here? Is that what we've determined at this point? Can I just do that? No, I can't. Man, how do I even get these on? I guess I break out some blocks here. 1, 2, 3. These are the chests where all of the egg goes. Now, 1, 2, 3. But the eggs come out over here, which means we're going to have hoppers running along this. Yeah, and that can't conflict with, like, the sugarcane or anything anymore, because we ran it down there. See, I am smart. This is all very smart. If it looks stupid, it's because you're not smart enough to understand how smart it is. Okay, hold on. I think we have almost exactly enough hoppers for this. Awesome. So it will come up to this block here. I will have to continue the spiral staircase up, and our water would go on that block right there. So I will open that up. Right there is the hopper. So block, and now... Ooh, I got the water bucket on me. I think... Oh, no. Is that... That's fine. That's fine. It didn't touch anything. Didn't touch anything at all. We need to see if we run items. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm 1 hopper short on the entire... It's fine. It's fine. Let's stick some eggs in here. Can we hear anything going on? No, we can't. I think that's intentional. The wool, it works, right? And items don't get here, I don't think. Have I poorly done the comparator thing? Oh, I sure have. After we did it so many times, you're telling me now I mess it up? Oh, I see, I see. I faced the repeater the wrong way. There we go. Now the eggs go up, and now we sit here like a... Oh, never mind. Wow, worked a lot faster than I expected. Is there... I feel like I could have messed up one of the other item elevators. I gotta, like, double check. Like, okay, that faces away, that faces in. On this one, faces away, faces in. I guess I didn't mess them up. I should have more faith in myself. After all, I am an unprecedented level of redstone genius. I think now we can get to the fun part. Now we can get to the decoration. This is the stuff I'm made for. I've been a little out of my element with a lot of this project, but this is my time to shine. I'm gonna want two things: pale oak wood and acacia wood. Oh, and I should also go give Brock some pale oak saplings, since I might have stolen a lot from him. I know I was really mysterious about it back when I did it, but yeah, I stole a lot of pale oak wood, so I think the saplings should make up for that in kind. Okay, here we are. This better look pretty cool, because I feel like I've hyped it up too much, and you all are going to be so disappointed. But let's get this all built. I'm going to need acacia wood here, so that I can make some acacia wood stairs. Oh crap, I should go on the back side to put those in. Get the corners put on. Well, okay, I guess take the corner back off, so I can actually get back here. That needs to remain a stair, because the design depends on every weird little decision I made along the way. But it's okay, because now we're at that happy moment in time when I get to cover it all up and pretend that my system is excellent, because you can't see what's going on back there. Oh man, this is going to look cute. Now, for the part I grabbed the pale oak for, we can put in just a little bit of that. Look, hear me out here. I like it. Oh, that's not what we're supposed to sound like when we're making this. Come on. Trapdoors. Details, people, details. That. And now it's meltier on one side, and I think I might be taking this too far. I think if we just draw it back, abstraction. Not the amazing digital circus kind, but the good kind. The kind where it's an abstract design and you all appreciate it for what it is. Hold on. Ideas are flowing. My mind is ascending to a higher plane. Okay, here's the part where I do pale oak wood like this, one more trapdoor like that, and it's very... It's... The edges don't make sense, I think. That's the problem. That's my problem right now. What if we just let it be? What if we let it be this? Go back to this, but nothing on the edges. I don't love that you can see what's going on behind, but I also don't think there's anything I could possibly do to change that. Unless this was like barrels, but that dramatically reduces the capacity, and I think we need all the capacity we can get, so I think for the time being, this is how I'm going to have to leave it, and it's not perfect. I'll be the first to admit it, it's not excellent. But what is excellent, we have finally gotten fully working inventory. All the items, No, I didn't. Okay, I need a chest, man. I need another dumb chest. I gotta stop making these, man. Look, I'll kick the habit sometime or another, but for now, we need to make another hopper so that we can hook up the eggs, and hopefully the eggs will not crash the server at some point, like they probably will. Hopper, let's get back in here, put the final piece in. There we go. That is all that was missing. Now, from back here, you can't hear a sound. That is exactly as it should. Is the terracotta getting slurped into the system? What does this do? What are these? Wait. No. Huh? What? What's happening? Oh, that's sugarcane. Okay, so if it did get... It did. It did. Now... I feel like this shouldn't... we're going to have to wait again. Alright, I feel like this torch shouldn't be there. And then what we can do is we can take more terracotta and fill in the backside. So I guess we would do like this just to block as much light from the torch as possible. I think that helps. If this isn't lit up behind them, it's a lot less obvious what all's going on. Now, I think as well, maybe... Hold on. Can you just do acacia slabs? Maybe I should have done that from the beginning. Here we go. I absolutely need to get torches up here. Definitely. But let's put staircases in like so. And block the water. And hope it didn't destroy anything because... Okay, no, it doesn't destroy anything. Now, one more here. And I think these can actually be slabs placed like so. Yes, they can. That's a whole lot better than doing the upside down stair. So fill that in. And I think that gives just a little more... Okay. It's getting ever so slightly more convincing. I don't really know what I'm aiming for, man. I think this is good. I think we've done a good job. I want to sit back and be proud of what we've made. Look at that. All the eggs are coming in. We got wheat coming in, a stone stair that got into the system, and sugarcane coming in. That is all three of the fully automatable resources for cake. And once we get pumpkins, we can make pumpkin pies. And once we get cocoa beans, we can make cookies and make a cookie hut, which, yes, I'm still planning that. I really like the idea of a cookie hut, only because it sounds funny. It's like Pizza Hut. No one out cookies the hut. But we're going to have to change that slogan, aren't we? Yeah, because otherwise I get sued. Now, we can just do torches on either side. It's cute, I guess. It's wholesome. I almost want to say it would look better if... God, I'm going to be editing this for so long. I almost want to say that looks better. I kind of like that better. I think that's kind of cute. I might as well come up here and see if we got any quickly accessible cow friends. Now, I intend to do rather unfriendly things to them. I shouldn't have said it that way. You, sir. Let's get... Okay. Well, we are going to need another one. Alright, we have come all the way to the cow pen. Unfortunately, I did not meet any along the way. Well, okay. One cow did the trick. A little bit of lag around here. There is. I think it is the mini entities. At some point, I would like to upgrade the server, but I just don't think it is financially in the cards for me, at least for quite a while, so for the time being, we will unfortunately have to put up with some stuttering every now and then. For the time being, I am happy to take the 3 leather that we got here, the perfect amount, and sticks, yes. Now, item frames, and we can take and label all 3 of these sections. So, 1 is sugarcane, 1 is wheat, and 1 is egg. Oh, isn't that just perfect? Oh, that's so perfect. I really like that. I like that a lot. I think we could have pumpkin walls, Goodness, man. Goodness. I think we have enough time left today to at least test out one more thing. We gathered a whole bunch of extra quartz, and I've been thinking for a while, how do we actually want to decorate this here bunker? And I'm thinking the answer to that question very well may... I didn't want to make quartz bricks. That's okay. We have enough left over. Let's make quartz pillar. That's how you make quartz pillar? Very fun. I was thinking we could take these blocks here and replace them with quartz pillars. Ooh. Whoa, that looks actually really slick. I don't care what else we do, man. We are doing that. Now, the other thing I wanted to test was taking and replacing out a panel of the ceiling here with smooth quartz. It's going to lighten the colors in here a lot. I think it will play really well off of the just kind of sprucey colors that we have here. And overall, just brighten the place up. And it also leaves some good space for that transition into birchwood as well. Just a lot to like. I think I like that. I actually think we could go all in on that. I really enjoy that. Okay. Okay, yeah. Wait, that kind of makes this place look slick, doesn't it? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, I have one of two ideas. Either one of them I think is an improvement. Look, I'm sorry, but I have to keep tweaking this. Either we make the top of this just that planks, right? It makes it tonally consistent. Or quartz pillar. Ooh, the theming is kind of crazy on it, though. I think we do quartz pillar. Hold on. Yes, on multiple levels, yes. We can take and replace this with quartz slabs. Okay, okay. We need to go to the nether. We need to go to the nether, and we need a lot more quartz. Or maybe... I'm a really, really big fan of this. I think here, before I leave off the episode, I am just going to get all of this replaced in maybe one big time lapse, we'll see. So I will see you all on the other side. All right, everybody. It took some hard work and dedication, but this room is looking sick. We got all the storage. It's all centralized, comes together. Everything is nice and efficient and pretty. It's everything I wanted it to be, man. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, well... almost perfect. Oh, I never made that hopper clock. I guess we should do that. Now, I have only 2 nether quartz remaining. Oh, that is really, really lucky. Grab a bunch of this. We're definitely going to need redstone. We might need this. We definitely need this. Now, redstone torches. That allows us to make... I don't have a crafting table in here. Oh, man. Cube was right. I should have crafting tables all over those back walls. For the time being, I'll have a crafting table over here. Maybe we put one in the center, especially since this whole place is kind of made for crafting. But now we can get comparator. Oh, 2 more hoppers. And that's not even all. We also need to go down and get more redstone and gosh, okay. Tell you what, that can wait. We can wait for another day to work on that. I will dig down there and just do a temporary solution, which it might just be turning this on. It might just have to be turning it on and letting it rip. It won't have a whole lot of time to deposit the items, so I kind of hope that it can do good. Okay, everybody, it has been a hot second since we have entered the garden, but we have 3 new entries for you today. So welcome to the garden, Venhay, Frey, and Lix1. If you would like your name added to my silly little garden, leave a comment down below and I'll get you added in the next episode that I can. Man, oh man, am I so proud of this garden, and I can't wait to get more of you guys in it because it just keeps getting cooler. I think the bigger this gets, the cooler it gets, and the cooler it gets, the more of you I add, it's going to be awesome. For the time being, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.